Just a little FYI, I make all my videos in my screen porch area because it is my herbal oasis. I'm surrounded by a bunch of different herbs and nature and that road back there, okay? So you're going to hear a lot of trucks pass because I live in the South now, and I don't know what it is about the South. Like, what is the culture with the trucks, with the pickup trucks? Because I'm feeling it's giving me slavery memory. Like, I don't know what. Something in my spirit says it has something to do with slavery, but I'm Black. Everything got something to do with slavery in my head. So I'm just informing you. There might be some loudness in the background because the pickup truck people love to make it loud and proud. I should probably delete that. I said it had something to do with slavery. But they can watch 4 years down the line. They're going to be like, well, you know why people drive pickup trucks? Even though I want a pickup truck because I'm a pickup truck girl. I don't know. I want one. I love pickup trucks. But anyway, we're going to get to today's topic, okay? So I got a couple things for y'all. We're going to learn about the different gods in the Bible real quick. I'm going to just briefly run down. Why? Why do you need to know? I mean, because I don't know. You might be worshiping one of them. You might be doing something that lines up with one of them. And maybe that's not your intention. So I'm just going to bring to your awareness that there's more than one. And then we're going to discuss one herb. You know, maybe this will be a thing. I'm not going to say this is going to be a thing because I might not stick with the whole thing. But today, I'm going to give y'all an herb that you should definitely try, especially if you're a human, because it's going to help take the edge off. And then because the theme of this month, June 2024, is money and strengthening our relationship with money in my Patreon group, I'm going to share with you one day of our 40-day fast, which is day 8. And it's an affirmation that is going to help put you in the frequency of money. Now, there's a book that this is a part of, and it's a 40-day thing. So you probably want to go ahead and get the book. No, I don't got no link. And no, I didn't write the book. It just works really good because every time I do it, the money just becomes. Oh, and I'm not editing the videos, okay? Because again, remember, did you watch the intro to this channel? I'm not trying, okay? I'm putting in the effort to show up. I'm not doing nothing past that. So if your psychology has gotten destroyed through all these years of social media and you need something aesthetically pleasing and you need it to play out like a television series, this ain't the channel for you because it's raw, okay? Y'all got me in my bathroom. Come on. At least I shower. Now, yes, I'm going to be reading from my notes and taking little sips of my coffee. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. I told my boyfriend to stop drinking coffee. I did. This is my mushroom cup. Damn. I run my mouth too much. This is supposed to be my mushroom coffee, which is normally in this cup, okay? But something about today said you need coffee. And I ain't drank coffee in 3 months, so it's feeling like crap. All right, so we're going to start with El, okay? First God. Now, I got my notes because my brain ain't set up to remember all this. Y'all just going to have to flow with me. Get your pen and paper because you're going to want to take notes of this. And I'm going to give y'all scriptures, okay? So now, El was the Canaanite god, okay? This was like original. You ever read the Anunnakis, Enlil and Enki? We'll talk about that later, but Chronicles of the Anunnaki, you might want to like read that and then come back to this. So we have El, okay? And El, whose wife was Asherah, well, the female version. And then after El, now see, here's my thought on this. We see El in many of the angels' names. Most of the angels' names end with El. Now, your God was worked into your name. So if you were a child of that God, then your name aligned with that God. So Michael, Raphael, Uriel, like El at the end because El is God, okay? So we have El and Elohim, which means plural for gods. This is just for when people be like, there's not multiple gods in the Bible. Did you read? Anyway, we've got the Canaanites, early Israelites. El is considered the chief god in the Canaanite religion. Father figure and creator deity. Elohim, which is plural, is used in the Hebrew Bible to refer to Yahweh. Okay, and then you have Baal, Bael, and you can look that up in 1 Kings 18:21 and also Judges 2:13. Canaanite and Phoenicians, storm god, for god of fertility and agriculture. Baal was associated with rain and thunder, and essential for agriculture, fertility of the land. Okay, so just to give y'all some reference, and the reason why I'm doing this is because when I have conversations with people, just in conversations, I like having just conversations. I like to know what you think. And then here's a little bit of what I think. And these are just opinions, right? And our opinions are coming from knowledge. It's coming from books. But these things, knowledge and books, they change. And then throughout time, it's like, oh, we've discovered something else. Did ya? So you're going to shake up my whole knowing because you discovered something else? So that's why I always say, go in. Go in, okay? Hush up about what you're going in about. Stop saying stuff out loud. Just go in. Ask the questions. Ask for your God, your spirit to give you confirmation out in the physical world. But don't say it out loud, because you can be fooled. And there's a lot of people that's like, well, I'm clairvoyant, so I can't be fooled. That's not true. Because humans fool you all the time. Just because they look a certain way, you think they are that way, and that's not true. If they'll fool you, they can fool you. So don't say it out loud. Keep it to yourself, okay? Pray in silence. That inner kingdom, that secret space, it's all up in here, okay? You telepathically communicate within, okay? There's stuff out here in these streets. Don't be saying everything out loud. Let's move on to Asherah. Oh, that's what I was saying. You need to know what's there. A lot of us still like reading the Bible. A lot of us love to research in the Bible. There's a lot of things we like to do. I love diving deep in the Apocrypha, honey. So I got to know what's going on. And here's my view on the Apocrypha. When you read the Bible and you say there's not more than one God in the Bible, or when you are really focused on sticking to a certain scripture and that being your being and your everlasting being, there are so many things that have not been discovered. But the fact that the Apocrypha is here, has been discovered, make sure you read that too. Now I know the church will tell you the Apocrypha don't mean nothing. Why? Because they left it out. There's something I learned when I was younger. If you want to get rid of something, you got to call it by its name. Everything's a spirit. We conjure up these spirits. We create these spirits. We create these deities. We give these deities power and they turn into gods. Same thing y'all doing to celebrities. Don't make no damn sense. Okay? Now, here, it's going to tell you the name of some things that you probably want to get rid of in your life. But without knowing the name and the calling card of those things that start with D's, and we're going to get deep into that, you don't have the power to cancel out about nothing. It's going to come back. There's a whole lot of rituals in the Apocrypha. I could see why the church was like, no, don't put that in there. Because they ain't going to need us. They going to know how to do it themselves. All I'm saying is if you're going to read something, read it in as much its entirety that you can. The Apocrypha is not just it. Oh, and it's going to storm. So as the lighting gets a little dark, that's okay. So I just want to fill y'all in. We've got Asherah. Let's get back to this. Asherah, you are going to find 1 Kings 18:19 and 2 Kings 21:7. Okay. Now this is the goddess that was also worshipped by the early Israelites and the Canaanites. She's a mother goddess, fertility, motherhood, and sea. Asherah was sometimes worshipped alongside, and I said this earlier, Yahweh, which used to be El. Now that's where it gets a little tricky, because when Yahweh went to Abraham or Moses, y'all fill me in the comments, he said, you used to know me as El, but I wasn't using my full name. Now that gave me a little side eye, but I had to go within and discuss that, because is it not El? Why are we using Yahweh now? I don't know. Me and my God is still working that out. So do your research. Okay, let's move on, because we're going to get to what we can get, and then we'll have a part 2, okay? Because I don't want the videos to be long. Let me shut up. Okay, now let's go to Moloch. Moloch. I like doing that. Moloch. Okay. You're going to find this one mentioned in Leviticus 18:21 and 2 Kings 23:10. Ammonites, Canaanites associated with child sacrifice. Oh, honey, we might need to come back for another one of this. Moloch worship include the controversial practice of child sacrifice, which the Israelites were expressly forbidden to engage in.